All right, we're at our local spot here. We got about a 12 to 15 mile an hour cold wind, and we're getting ready to go out for our very first wing session in the Gulf. Let's see how we do. So I just did my first sort of mini session, first time going out. Getting out in the breakers wasn't all that bad. Getting on the board, paddling out a little bit wasn't all that bad. Getting on my knees wasn't really too bad. Trying to get up on one leg and then two legs, bad. That was really, really rough. Certainly the water's moving around, and my first thought is when you're on a paddleboard, you want your legs sort of, parallel to the rails of the board, but really you're trying to stand more in a surf stance, and that's not good for stability. And you're trying to manage the wing, and yeah, lots of falling, but the board for sure is going to be the beast of this sport. Trying to manage the balance on the board while trying to get some power out of the wing, but my legs are burning, just totally tweaked, and just headed downwind probably a quarter mile. Just came back in and walked back up, and gonna catch my breath, grab a drink, and we're gonna go try it again. All right, here we go. All right, so light bulb moment on my second run here. Got up, got going, did not get on foil, but I got going for a pretty good minute. Sort of the light bulb moment, hopefully you can hear me, wind, but as I'm on my knees, come down here. As I'm on my knees, really the key was holding on to the front handle, and that you can see the wings already pretty stable. And basically popping up on that left leg, you can see that's real stable there. And then as soon as you get the back leg up, quickly transition it, so now you have some resistance in the wing to keep your balance. That was the real light bulb moment. Before, I was trying to get up with my hand here, and I didn't have that wing stability, so popping it there already gets me one step closer to a quick transition. And then once you've got some power in the wing, then you can keep your balance. And as I was pumping the kite, I couldn't really get up on the foil, and I'm guessing I just didn't have enough wind, and I still suck. All right, so just doing a little wrap up here. Yeah, first session I thought went real well. I think the big breakthrough for me was sort of how to hold that wing as I'm getting up, as I just showed you on the beach there. That was a huge sort of aha moment. Certainly being out in the Gulf and dealing with much bigger bump and rollers was making it challenging, just being on the board and even on the knees and getting up and standing up. I'm sure being in flat water would make things simpler. I wouldn't say make it simple, but make it simpler for sure. But I did like the fact that I could just not worry about going downwind and always have an exit point. So I think I'm going to continue just working out here in the Gulf of Mexico and having that option to just blow downwind without really much worry. I will say the board and the foil is pretty heavy walking back up. I had some buds today to help me bring all that gear back upwind, so that was really nice. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Kenhan. That was huge. But I would say I got maybe two 30-minute sessions in there. On the second session, I got on the board and I had some nice power in the wing and was able to kind of get going finally, and probably went about maybe 100 to 200 yards pretty comfortably. Was starting to pump the wing and trying to get up on plane on the foil, but just did not have success. When I got out of the water, it was probably blowing maybe 10, maybe 8 to 10. I don't think there was enough wind, and my skill set just wouldn't get me there. I imagine one day that type of wind would be just fine, but I'm feeling confident. That 6.2 meter Mantis was not too big, really wasn't an issue, and the board was definitely enough for me to be stable. I'm about 150 pounds or so. It's a 98 liter board, the largest macro that Sabrina makes there. But I'm excited. Not 1 second that I wish I was on the kite today, and looking forward to the next session, which might be tomorrow. So we'll see. All right, guys. See you later. Thanks for watching.